Hello, and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, vacancy for best friend.
My name is Tori Do-It-Yourself Thompson.
My name is Tyler. Doing it, Mathieson.
So, boys, I have a vacancy open for best friend in my life, and I would like to tell you why. This past...
I get why.
Wow, dude. What the fuck?
Sorry.
That
didn't come off nearly as, charming and funny as I wanted it to.
No, that was kind of
No,
real,
don't worry.
asshole.
I get it. I was just like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
You're one of the worst people I've ever met, if I'm being completely honest. So
Hey, let's
it wouldn't surprise
cool
me.
it for a minute here on our comedy podcast
All right.
about being
pulling
buddies.
it back, getting into, hold on. Okay, I'm in the right zone now. Go ahead.
Okay. So this past weekend, I hung out with my best friend, Josh. I've talked about him on the show a couple of times. He's been my roommate in the past. We're
Lovers as well, previously.
almost. So I went over there and I wanted to unwind because my week was a little stressful, right? So I was like, yeah, I could party a little bit. Let's throw a gummy in the mix, like a weed gummy. And
Whoa, don't go too
asked-
crazy.
Like one Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
And I
peach
asked
kind.
him, do you have any gummies of lower dosage? Because I've been on a tolerance break. So I think 10 milligrams is going to get me good. Josh was like, no worries. I got you. Pulls out a bottle, saw the number 20 on it, and pulled out one of them, cut it in half, tossed it to me. I gulleted that bitch, right?
Oh, no.
I started to skyrocket into non-sobriety real fucking quick at a certain point. And I was like,
Okay.
maybe my tolerance break should have had me on 5 or whatever. And I started giggling about that.
Is there
And
a
Haley-
reveal here where there's a comical same colored Post-it note covering the extra 0 on the 20 milligram? And it's
no.
that was 200.
No, literally, yes. Let me get there. Haley, his girlfriend, now goes, Josh, can I see the bottle that you took a gummy out of? And Josh was like, here. Haley looks at him, looks at me, looks back at him and goes, Josh, there are 20 of them in here. These are 175 milligrams a piece.
Ooh.
Do they even sell them that high?
Dude,
Not in this great state.
She owns some that are 1,000 milligrams. So I could have gotten fucked up. But
I don't believe that. There's no way they can put 1,000 milligrams. So what's the highest dose? You have a kingpin brother. What's the highest dose?
It goes state by state, but she must have gotten those out of state. You can go, you could do 2,000 if you want.
Yeah, I think some of the ones that she had were 2,000 actually. But thank God this was one of the 175ers, which was still 8 times the amount of what I was expecting, right?
Yeah.
So I quickly went from laughing way too hard and almost losing consciousness from laughing too hard to head in hands, or one hand on forehead, one hand on chest. Only thing I can do is breathe. I cannot speak. I cannot move. It is a bad time. And eventually Josh just goes, do you need to go lie down? And all I could do was weakly nod. So
Get me some water, King. What are you doing?
Yeah, literally.
Get me outside and let me hold on to the grass or I'm going to fall off the face of this earth.
So
I don't think it's his fault.
I
think
down. I laid down in bed and I start shaking. And I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm going to die. My chest hurts. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. And Josh just goes, do you want a weighted blanket? I'm like, yeah, dude, fuck it. Whatever. I'm dying. So they
That sounds like a bad move.
They end up throwing 3 weighted blankets
drowning.
on top
Oh,
of me.
God. I don't have a weighted blanket, but here's 3 20-pound dumbbells and a blanket.
But here's a Snuggie and I'll lay on you.
So here I am, eyes bolted shut. The only thing I am focused on is making sure that my lungs are respirating. Nothing
you're
else
manually
matters.
breathing.
Nothing else fucking matters at this point.
Yeah.
And Josh is sitting there checking my pulse and reminding me to keep breathing. And under these 3 weighted blankets, eventually they're just all right, we're gonna let you be for a minute. And you let us know if you need anything, all right? And I'm like, okay. And they go out into the living room, and then my chest goes from like hurting in like one particular area to like basically from like the interior of my breastplate out to my shoulders.
Yeah, your
was
body's
starting
like,
to hurt.
hey, you know what would be real fun right now? If you were suddenly fully conscious of every single feeling in your body.
Yep.
Do you always hurt like this, or do you not always hurt like this? Let's think
about
that.
it, Tay. Do you feel the blood flowing through your veins?
Do your muscles always feel like this? Maybe this is new. Maybe you're dying.
So as I'm laying there,
Are you nervous?
no. As I'm laying there, another couple of, I don't know, hours, minutes. I can't.
It was
tell you.
25 seconds this whole ordeal
Yeah.
took.
I got to the point of like, it got so excruciating that all I could do was let out a meek little, this might be hospital pain.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And they're like, oh fuck. And they
No.
rushed back in there. Haley's on her phone, like looking up like what are symptoms of a heart attack and shit
how
like
how
that.
to call 911.
Yeah. And like they put that they're checking my pulse, making sure I've got water and everything. And Josh is just like, do you want us to call the ambulance? And the thing I said was, nah, man, I can't afford it.
yeah, 100%. You never
Yeah.
call the ambulance.
Yeah.
Also, you know you just took that. Like, you know you're fine.
You're fine.
Well, the thing is, I've been experiencing some chest pains lately, and I don't know what they are. So that's why I was extra concerned.
It's anxiety.
Might be.
You're fine.
Who knows?
You're fine. You'll live. That's when, you know what? Honestly, this is why I don't think it's Josh's fault, because if it was me, I would have just given you a pat on the back and been like, you're good. You're good to drive home too, actually.
Drive
Yeah.
home.
Here's your keys. I insist you do, actually.
I think the wildest part of the evening, though, was while I was laying there manually breathing, I hallucinated for like the first time in my life, like major hallucinations. And all I can like accurately describe.
Hey, if
these
you try and sell me some
hallucinations as-
crystals right now, I'm going to kick you from this phone call.
No. It's much worse.
Oh, okay. Great.
Imagine like literal capital letters, like ABC type shit, right?
Okay.
And then also imagine like Japanese characters. Mush those together, but at the same time, give them aesthetics of like a late 90s, early 2000s.
See, you can't talk
Nickelodeon.
about this because nothing you're saying is making any fucking sense right
I
now.
know.
You
No.
just said, imagine if letters were people and also Nickelodeon. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. You know how?
Are you still coming down?
Yes. You know how in like the late 90s, early 2000s, there's like Nickelodeon shows where they were all focused on like the gross out factor of like character design?
Yeah.
It was like that on letters,
Okay.
constantly moving. So like
Just shut your eyes then.
they were, dude.
Yeah. That's a
Black 'em
whole
out.
brain movie right there.
Yeah, like that is the only way I can accurately describe what was happening in my brain. And if you ask me to like draw them, ain't no fucking way. No shot. Those will live in my brain forever, and I can never communicate exactly how these look to people.
Now you have demons that live in you.
Yeah, they're demons.
Here's the question. Did Josh also take one?
No. I think if he did, he took a lesser dose. Haley, on the other hand, had 2 of them. She
Yeah, well,
was
some
fine.
people are literally
See?
built different.
Yeah,
so
she's built
I
fucking different, dude.
I know what you can do here. And it's a very easy way, I think, that you can kind of like get back at him in a light way.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get him addicted to fentanyl.
Oh.
It's
That's
not
good.
hard to find from what I hear on the news.
Mm-hmm. Do you think if I asked a police officer nicely and told him this story, he'd be like chill with it?
Well, that's the final step of getting back at Josh, is then planting the fentanyl and getting him arrested for
Yeah.
intent to deal said fentanyl.
Got
that'd
it.
be good.
So it's got to be a certain amount then.
Yeah, he's catching 15 years in prison.
15?
And then you can say, this is a fun, haha, now we're even.
Yeah. You metaphorically went to a mental prison of Nickelodeon gross letters, and he's in reality going to a federal penitentiary for distribution of a Schedule 1 drug.
You know, That does seem like a fair trade-off.
Yeah. Or hit him with a truck.
I don't know a truck.
Well, yeah, get one. We're just fucking Midwest.
You can fucking buy one on Facebook Marketplace right now, like $1,800. It doesn't need to run for long. You just gotta get it far enough to hit him, and that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be a paper trail though, and I don't want a paper trail of the truck. that I
Facebook
bought.
Marketplace.
Okay, go to a crosswalk and oops, I hip bumped you into it. Like, fucking, will you stop trying to say, like, no, and just, like, figure out a way to make this work? Okay? I'm trying to kill your friend for you.
I'm trying to be real. Well, ex-friend. I'm trying to be realistic here.
I honestly, I'm on Josh's side. You shouldn't have been a little baby about it.
That's true.
He does, like, in all seriousness, though, he does feel awful about it.
I don't think he should.
No, he doesn't.
I don't
He
think
doesn't
he should.
and he shouldn't. He said what you wanted to hear.
Hey, you know what I think? You took the drugs, okay? You lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, okay? You took the drugs. Josh didn't put the drugs in your body. You made a conscious decision to take the drugs. That's on you. Josh,
Yeah,
Tay?
but I put my trust in my best friend to have read
Tay?
the label correctly.
Hey, Tay, listen to me for a second. I'm not on your side either. And here's why.
Whoa, fucking shocker, dude.
Yeah. Well, because you're playing victim when you're not one. So listen to me, all right?
Wow, okay.
Listen.
That's
Listen.
You said that as though it was a bold stance, and it wasn't, because we live in a legal state where you can acquire stuff, or where it was acquired is a legal state. So it's not some loose Ziploc bag of like misshapen edible brownies. It's fucking manufactured gummies with lab-tested amounts of THC. Grab the container and fucking read it before you take it.
There you
But
go.
I trust my best friend to do that first when I specifically asked him, please only make it 10 milligrams.
Look, am I going to trust someone if I tell someone, "Hey, I want a Coke Zero from the gas station." I got to do that myself because there's Coke spiced, there's Diet Coke, there's regular Coke, there's cherry
There's
Coke.
too many Cokes
There's
happening
too
right
many
now.
Cokes. I
That's a
got to do
separate
that
subject.
myself. I'm not going to trust anyone to go get me a Coke Zero because I know
Yeah.
I'm going to come back disappointed. You know?
Also, that drink order makes me disrespect you.
A Coke
Good.
Zero?
Yeah.
Would you prefer it to Pepsi Max?
No.
Okay. What Tori, what can I do to make this what can I do to make
I
this
prefer you grow up. If you must get a soda, if you have to be a little baby boy and I need to have my sugar waters, have a Barks root beer or
you
fuck
have
yourself.
you have a fuck, what are those called? What's the Skull can water called? You have
Liquid
canned water.
death?
You
Yeah,
have liquid
liquid
death.
death.
Just drink water. Just drink water.
Tyler,
No,
I do
liquid-
not have any liquid death.
I do. They're great. I like them.
Yeah.
Go from the tap like a dog. Just from the tap like a dog.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
I'm sipping on my little, you probably buy it in a 2-liter bottle and pour it into a plastic cup too. A little sippy. One of those ones where the handle is also the straw.
No, I poured it to make it feel fancier. I poured into like a little 8-baller, you know,
You pull
like
it into a coupe.
no, I poured into what are those low baller, like those cocktail glasses,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
real
like
nice,
a-
delicate.
A highball, I think it's called.
I'm gonna start plating fast. Have either of you seen Succession?
No.
No.
Okay, there's a scene in it where the dude who's very wealthy, he's essentially like the Murdochs, like he's essentially Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
He's eating a Big Mac, but on fine china with like a fork and knife, and it's like that might fuck, you know? It might
Why-
elevate the flavor.
No.
Why is that like a repetitive trope in stuff where it's like, oh, here's the kind of funny twist is that the really, really rich millionaire also eats McDonald's.
Because it's a statement on a capitalist society.
I don't think it. I think it's just
Probably.
good. Like, I think, like, you ask anyone and you're like, is McDonald's good? Elon Musk is going to be like, yeah, McDonald's fucks.
True.
It's
He
really
wouldn't
good.
say it that smoothly, though.
No,
It'd be
he
like
definitely
really
wouldn't.
awkward and his eyes would be shooting around all over the place.
And he'd probably try to faux poetic about it, like, you know, most people think that I am
You're
eating
leaning
caviar.
to Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg is like, a
Yeah.
lot of people are going to say that McDonald's isn't great. But here at Meta, I actually think McDonald's is pretty good, and here's why. He's going to go on a 7-minute video.
In a quick pinch, when I don't have time to cook for myself, sometimes a Big Mac is the way to go.
When I don't have the time to cook clones of my wife and children to devour their meat straight from the bones, I actually stop and get a quarter pounder with cheese.
Okay, okay, hold on a second. Real question.
Yeah.
If you could ethically taste human meat, would you do it?
Yes,
Yeah,
110%. No questions
Oh my God.
asked.
Cool.
I've been thinking about biting the Amazon driver lately. You know,
What?
just like chasing them away.
Whoa, that hit me in waves. Wait.
Yeah, like, you know, the Amazon driver, like, just like pulls up by the side of your house and they're like dropping off your package. How jarring would it be for them if a grown man came out barking like a dog and bit them on the neck?
Yeah, you're on one of like the in-ground posts too. Like you have like a 20-meter lead on you.
How fucking terrifying would that be for them if if I'm not talking like I approach them, I dead sprint. They're in the middle of like, they just turned around. They're dropping off a package. They have no momentum. And I jump on them. And I'm not talking like I give them a love bite on their neck. I'm talking I dig in. Like I'm talking Walking Dead style.
And then your girlfriend comes like running out and she's like, Tyler, come. Tyler, come. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now.
No, get over here. And I'm just like, I'm just ripping into, I'm fucking getting him in the bone.
You have an e-collar on. She's like beeping you.
I'm going through the shocks.
Yeah, I was going to say, the shocks only like contract your muscle groups to bite down harder.
No. She's a good pet owner. She would never use the shock, okay? The feature's
okay.
there, but it's just because it comes with the collar. She only uses beep and vibrate.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm an ethical dog owner, okay? And I'm just like ripping on, and dude's like choking on blood, and he's like, help me. She's like, Tyler, stop.
No, naughty.
There is literally, quick aside, and then we'll get back to my desire to eat the Amazon drivers. It's because I don't think they're like people. 100%. They're Amazon workers. Like, they're Amazon delivery drivers. Do you think they're people? No, Amazon manufactures them. They would never pay delivery drivers. Amazon clearly manufactured those. Those are robots. Those are synths, and I know it, and I can prove it. Anywho, there's a woman in my neighborhood that has a pit bull and a Rottweiler and should own neither of them because, like, I've seen her walk down the road. Those dogs are pulling her. Like,
Yeah.
if they get out, that's game over for someone.
I hate to say this, but don't own the dogs that have negative connotations if your style of pet ownership is going to solidify those like preconceived notions of that breed.
Also, haven't we previously established you live by like a public park? Dude, there's going to be a 3-year-old walking around one of these days that's just not long for this world.
Those dogs are aggressive as fuck too. Like, they saw me and my girlfriend walking like a block and a half away, and those dogs were like lunging, like, and it's like, whoa,
That's fucking dangerous.
Whoa, why do you have those? You weigh 110 pounds and you cannot control them.
Jesus
That's crazy.
Christ.
But anyway, do you really think Amazon, the people who make the factory workers, piss inside jars because they don't want to pay them for break time? You think they're going to pay someone for a full 8-hour shift to drive shit to people's houses? No, that's a synth. That's a robot.
Wait. Then why do you want to eat them?
Because they still make it with human flesh. It's Westworld rules. It's still human flesh.
Okay.
But they just got it from somewhere. And I'm like,
But
that's
then-
probably the most ethical way for me
Yeah.
to taste human flesh
Sure.
is to rip it from a synthetic Amazon driver.
But then is it really human flesh if it was grown?
Yeah, I mean, they grow like lab grown chicken and stuff like that. Why not lab grow?
fair.
Lab grow
I
just
didn't
a
consider that.
hunky fucking delivery driver. He gets out of that gray fucking van and just looking so good. Yeah, Tyler's gonna want to go take a bite.
He's looking delicious. Like at first it was like, I think I might like just go after their calves, like a little ankle biter. But then I was like, why not just go like right for the arteries,
That's what I was going to say. That's the next question on this logical train that we're going on here. What cut of meat are you going for?
Probably the thigh.
Calf.
You don't want to go for like the breast?
I'm going for the thigh, the dark meat.
Thigh and calf have guaranteed meatiness.
Yeah.
Pecs, like if you eat meat, there's not going to be a lot of meatiness in those pecs, right? You're going to want to go for something that has like a guaranteed meat supply.
If it's meaty, that means it's like muscly, Like, and no one wants to eat a really grizzly, muscly cut of meat. No, it's just not going to be that good. You want to go for the thigh because there's a lot there and you're just going to get the most fat content and you're just going to be able to I feel like it's rich in flavor.
So, additional question.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be humane for me to do it. No.
Right. That's not my question. My question is, are we eating this tartare or do we have time to prepare?
No, we're gonna pan sear it, and then you're gonna do a butter base. So you don't want to start off with oil, and then after you do the first flip, you're gonna want to drop in the butter, and you're gonna want to baste it with an herb of your choice. I prefer thyme, but
I'm thinking thyme myself, some garlic, lots of garlic.
Yeah, you're gonna want to crush those garlics, get the Allison going.
Low and slow too. I'm not gonna flash that bitch on one side and then put it in the oven. Low and slow.
We're talking about thigh or like steak or whatever. What about a nice rump roast?
Oh,
I'd like to, but I don't think I could trust myself to not make an eating ass joke like every 5 seconds.
True.
Sure, but that would be funny. No one would ever get sick of that. You know what I mean?
Plus, but here's my thing: is that like even though I'm cleaning it and everything, they sit down and poop out of that thing. Like
that's not the part you're eating, dude.
That's the part that I eat, brother.
No, but that's the part that's coming into contact with the toilet seats.
True.
Like that thing has sat down in a fucking gas station bathroom at some point. It's like that's tainted forever.
Yeah.
You don't get to wash that away. Like some sins
you don't think you can even cook it away at like an internal temp of 145?
No. Like I said, even if you were to fucking burner flame on high, you flash sear it, then put it in the oven. Even at 500 on a flash sear, I don't think you're getting away
even if the skin's gone. Even if the skin, Quick Trip is the Cadillac of gas station bathrooms.
That's what I said. Even a Quick Trip, I don't think you could. I don't think you could get it away. Even a Quick Trip bathroom.
Because it might be the Cadillac of gas station bathrooms, but when's the last time you sat in a nice Cadillac?
Well, Tori sits in a nice Cadillac every day because
That's true.
That's okay. I forgot that he owns.
That's my daily driver. Yeah. The Lincoln is for important days.
Mm-hmm. The Lincoln's for business meetings.
I forgot that you own a Lincoln Continental.
It's not a Continental.
Fuck, that's the only one I knew.
It's a Lincoln Grand Caravan.
I'll never tell.
It's sort of the front half of a Lincoln and the back half of a Dodge Caravan. And I know what you're asking. Like, is the wheelbase the same size? No.
Nah.
It's real
There's
weird.
a huge seam. It creates quite the wind tunnel.
Actually, I cannot believe I have a story related to that.
I'm so excited to see where this goes.
Back when I was in the Scouts.
Nope.
There was a van that they used at the summer camp to transport things. And one day,
can you start a story without making it seem like there's like imminent danger ever? Like, could you ever just like...
All your stories start like, this is when the trauma began.
This is when I was abused, is how all of them sound.
They had this van, and one day the counselors were like, oh man, it'd be really cool if we could put more things in this van that don't fit. And another camp counselor went, yo, watch this, and took an angle grinder and just completely removed the top half of the back half of the van.
Like
so they started calling it the Vuck.
They made it look like a pickup bed.
Yeah.
What benefit would that have?
None. The thing was ugly as sin, and it looked like it was gonna fall apart every time it blew past us on the fucking tiny little service road.
It's
You know that's not street legal anymore, correct?
No, not even
All
a
right.
little bit.
Okay. But it doesn't matter. It's only carrying God's most precious children.
And
Who cares
about-
if she's seaworthy, huh?
Well, and then like they had like totes of like medical shit in there too that they would.
Oh, just kids and medicine. That's all we're transporting. Why not cut the top off with an angle grinder? Hey, you know the things that are most important during wars?
what if we just got rid of those right away? What if we just said like, yeah, kids and medical supplies right in the river, all of them right in the river. That would throw off
that.
Is it possible to drive over a bridge? Because what I'm worried about is the aerodynamic balance of like if they're driving over a bridge and they get a gust of wind, does everyone just go flying?
Dude, that thing never got over a top speed of like 30 miles per hour.
I'd hope, because at 50 it's going over.
Even with that, you hit a speed bump, some kid's getting ejected like it's an F-18.
And he don't gotta shoot.
Just imagine a small, annoying Christian getting fucking launched out of the back of a 1998 Dodge Grand Caravan.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You take pass it around. Glad that's over.
I really like that, actually. It's funny. But yeah, front half car, back half van. Or truck, whatever. That was my story. Did you like it?
You really ended with a bang there.
Uh-huh. A sputter.
I think everyone that came into contact with you as a child should be in jail.
In what regard?
You've got a lot of sketchy stories.
It is unfortunate.
You know what? Why have we... This seems like your fault.
How? How the fuck is it my fault?
I don't know,
didn't
but
make
you're
the decision.
You're the common
Whose
thread.
angle grinder was it, Tay? Be honest with me.
The camps.
Did your dad donate the angle grinder to the camp?
I sure fucking hope not.
Because this, again, you know what? I'm just gonna... Seems like your fault.
I don't know.
Seems like-
it kind of seems like you're victim blaming.
You're not the victim in this. Little Timmy who got fucking launched.
Yeeted out of the back of his buck.
The owner of the van, that's the victim.
You're the common thread in all of this, so it's only fair to
I think
assume
it's
that
just
this is your
I
fault.
happened to be there.
No, you said something. You said something really stupid, and then they did it.
Maybe, maybe it's just like this. Christian camp shouldn't happen.
Yes. I mean, I said it was the Scouts, but I think that applies
Same
broadly.
Whatever.
I don't
Same
think the
thing.
Scouts are a Christian organization.
They are. They very much are. They used to be.
Everything used to be.
Yeah. Back when I was in Scouts, we could not eat food until we said a prayer of some kind.
I think that was your local chapter, because I don't remember that part of Scouts.
Nope, that was many, many multiple chapters at this camp who all did that. Granted, it was in rural Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think this is probably your fault. It was probably just Scouts, and then you turned it into a Christian thing.
No, I don't know how I would be able to do that.
Because you started like, everyone was like, finally we can eat. And then you were like, hold on, everyone. We have
Come,
to
Lord
pray
Jesus, be our guest.
See? You even know it right away. See, again, this is your fault.
What's your favorite dinner prayer, guys? I want to know.
Tay, I don't care about what prayers you like.
I had a mom that had a job. We didn't pray before dinner. We ate. She just got home 30 minutes ago. We just ate.
Fair.
Speaking of weird kids, I have a question here from Propin, who wants to... Sure, that works.
Yeah, it's really good.
Propin wants to know something sexy, something
Shit.
downright dirty,
Oh,
something you know,
I'm game.
which is what genre of music is the least appealing during sex?
Huh. God, knee jerk is ska for everyone, right?
I don't know.
That's just-
we all agree
Ska sounds kind of funny.
It's just dog shit music. Like there's just like it's just fucking dog shit. That sucks in any occasion. Ska is fucking awful.
I'm just imagining trying to keep time with it. That's awful.
Sure, it's gonna be all cattywampus trying to rhythmically fuck the ska.
Pick it up.
Fucking yeah, that's like fucking drum and bass or like jungle. That's gonna fucking suck. That's at least 170 BPM. You're like
Nah. Well, with drum and bass and something that fast, you have to go halftime. There's no way in hell you're keeping up.
even
with
at halftime, it's like that's still like fucking 80 to 90 beats per minute. You gonna keep that up for long?
Trying to keep up with a Skrillex song right before the drop where it's like
Yeah. Well, especially in drum and bass. Like, are you gonna hit the like 64th notes where they're doing the fucking hi-hat like the no.
yeah,
How
the
are you gonna
fucking-
accomplish that?
the fucking fills or whatever. Yeah, that's tough.
What are you gonna do? Tori, you hear a part of the song that goes
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
well, to be honest, I'm probably not gonna make it that long.
Nah, you're out in the first measure, dude.
Yeah. Look, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's kind of my motto for that. I do think that also musical soundtracks, probably a pretty rough one.
Ooh.
It's just going to be hard to
Yeah.
maintain an erection.
Yeah,
There's
You're talking like Broadway show tunes, right?
Sure. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to listen to Rent, you know? It's just, I'm
Yeah.
just not.
well, it's so much edging. You never know, like when they start like going like, it's all right to do this, and it sounds like they're about to go into song, and
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, can I start?
Yeah.
So it's the equivalent of edging. Like that is just musical
true.
edging.
Yeah, 100%. Where it's like they're just about to break into song, and you know it's going to happen, but they're kind of talking, but it's a sort of rhythmic talk, but it certainly isn't rap. It's just like the worst, basically.
I don't think there's anything lamer. Like, I don't think it would be necessarily difficult. I just think it would be pretty fucking lame to have sex to a video game soundtrack.
No,
That'd be
it
pretty
depends
fucking
on the
lame.
game though. Because if you're
Dun.
if you're porking it to the fucking Halo theme,
That's what I'm saying.
that's kind of fucked.
Tyler,
Like, in a good
imagine
way.
slow, passionate love
nerdy.
while Ezio's family plays in the background.
It is any way you
If
slice
you're
it,
trying
it's super
to fuck,
nerdy.
If you're trying to fuck to anything 8-bit, that's not okay.
Well, yeah, what are you gonna fuck to the Minecraft soundtrack? So then on occasion,
The
okay,
you
okay.
go,
Okay, whoa.
Minecraft
The
soundtrack can
Minecraft
fucking get
soundtrack
it.
that's one of the most fuckable video game soundtracks because it's just like real music.
Yeah, and like it's slow, thoughtful, like meaningful piano sounds. No, you don't get the fucking Minecraft sounds to it. You just
Tyler, we're not listening to like creepers in the background.
we're listening
We're talking about original scores.
no, you're listening to the PewDiePie
They were
playthrough.
listening to a Markiplier Let's Play episode. as we
Okay,
fuck.
no. Markiplier is the one time in which it's okay. Anyone else, no. Only Markiplier can fuck to video game soundtracks. Everyone else doesn't get to. Markiplier can fuck to himself listening to his own Let's Plays.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch one, and you guys can let me know yes or no. Fucking to the DK rap.
Oh, you DK Donkey Kong. That?
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
Sure, that's a good way.
What about the Pokemon rap?
That's
Yes, 100% you can fuck to that.
that's worse, but also not the worst.
It's going to, because here's the thing, Tyler. If you fuck to the poker rap, you're going to be able to last forever. Because you know how people are like, oh, if you feel like you're going to come, you get like, think about baseball stats or something so you don't come so fast. You're going to be, the whole time, you're going to be like fucking singing that song in your head. You're not going to be thinking about what you're inside of.
You're thinking about what Pokemon comes next.
Yeah. And there's 150 and more to see, you know?
Did you know there's over 1,000 Pokemon now?
Shut the fuck up, Tay.
You opened the door, fam.
I didn't, gang. Hey, didn't, though. Didn't, huh?
Didn't.
I'm trying
You see how I didn't, right?
I think it'd be funny if it was the Charlie Brown theme song, the boo doo 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 doo. Or the like when he's like sad walking. Now that would be that could be fun if you're just like trying to put it in soft.
Okay.
That's kind of got a vibe.
NCIS theme song?
No, that's a fucker.
That's a fucker.
That's a fucker for sure.
That's a song for fucking. People who fuck listen to the NCIS theme song, Tyler.
I like to have sex listening to country music so I can really, start feeling like it's like we are related,
Yeah.
As much as I dislike listening to country music casually, I think sexually, it's not that bad.
Maybe lock
Okay,
them
there's
doors
worse
and
options for
turn
sure.
them lights
Yeah.
down low.
Yeah, see? Like, that fucks. I don't
Yeah,
like it, but it fucks. How about, like, really annoying, like, J-pop or K-pop?
I'm out.
K-pop's too aggressive. J-pop is just... J-pop could work. J-pop's funky jazz. Some jazz fusion.
I think I'd get too nervous.
What kind of J-pop are you listening to?
They're switching keys and then you have to like flip upside down.
I think that so what about like big band, like smoke room jazz? The
That
kind where
is-
like in the middle, the singer is going to be like, all right, pick it up, boys. Like that kind of thing.
That is the most fuckable music.
Okay.
Like, if you're telling me...
I guess that is kind of what porn music, like when the
Yeah,
stereotypical
literally.
like 80s porn music.
Yeah, like the fucking like slow like bird boom bird
Yeah,
kind of
that's
shit.
that's like asking, could you fuck to Careless Whisper? Of course, you have
Careless-
to. You're legally required to fuck to Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper was written, recorded, and performed to be for pornography settings.
Yeah. Thanks, Kenny.
Kenny?
Kenny Loggins.
Isn't that song Kenny G? No, not Kenny
No.
Loggins.
Oh wait.
Careless Whisper? That's George
Isn't that-
Michael.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wasn't there a cover of it done by someone?
There's been a lot of covers done by a lot
Right,
of people,
but
but
like
we don't
the,
count those.
The
Those
more
aren't
famous
real.
one, the rock ballad one.
The Rock made a cover of Careless Whisper.
I'm Blue by Eiffel 65.
Fucks. Sorry, it fucks. It's
The
got a
little
good beat
aliens.
for fucking. Are you kidding me? It's got
funky.
the 4 to
It's
the floor.
funky. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's funky.
It's fuckable. It's fuckable, but you're a fucking loser if you fuck to classical music. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
There
trying
is
to,
because it's pretentious.
it's just pretentious.
It's super pretentious. Like anyone who's like, no, I really like listening to I just easy listening, like I'm lounged back in my Eames chair listening to it. Go fuck yourself. You're not enjoying that. You and I both know you'd be having a much better time if you were listening to The Weeknd. Don't pretend you're not.
And also, imagine, you're going down, fucking eating some pussy, and all of a sudden, dun 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 dun. That's not good.
That's
no. Oh
nothing.
God. Oh, you just put that image in my head and everything played out for a moment, and that is the worst. I hate everything about that.
Yeah, I can guarantee that if someone were to try that, it would make them scared of having sex with women. I could absolutely guarantee
Yeah,
you.
I'm in full agreement with you.
Christmas music
Yeah.
feels like the worst to
Oh.
fuck because a lot of it is family related that it's
Yeah.
it's like I'll be coming home for Christmas. Oh, can't wait to see all my friends and family and shit. And you're trying to have sex with that. And it's this is uncomfortable. I don't want to be thinking of plus it's the stress of oh, fuck, if I'm hearing Christmas music, that means I got to start buying gifts and shit. And then I got to
Yeah, you're
mentally
gonna-
prep myself for the holidays. That's stressful.
Sorry, babe, can't stuff your stocking. I gotta run to Target now.
So I'm really sorry in advance for putting this in your guys' brains, but imagine fucking to "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas."
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You don't know that song?
No.
Oh, well,
It could be done.
no.
It could be done.
No, that is about a child singing a song about how they want a whimsical Christmas gift. Do not fuck to that song.
I mean, just because it's a child singing it, doesn't mean you're trying to think about a child having sex.
Yes.
I was just saying, it's not like I'm trying to
yeah.
think about. That's like half of recorded music. That's like literally half of Michael Jackson's discography gone. If you just because it was sung by a minor.
If you're fucking to the Jackson 5, that's a bigger issue in my opinion.
It's just good music. That's saying if
funky
you're doing Netflix and chill and you're watching a movie where a child is in the movie at some point, you can't Netflix and chill because you can't.
It focuses on the child.
I fucked a Big Hero 6, all right? That was mostly because of he's
Aunt Cass.
inflatable. He's big.
Oh, yeah, no, Aunt Cass too can fucking get it.
There's a child in that movie, Tay. Okay, don't be gross.
Okay, fine.
See how dumb that
that's
is?
the logic. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is like that's dumb logic.
The song is different because
the song is, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. What about that is like, and I'm under 15 and this is so pedophile. Like, what about that? I don't think they even reference once, like, I'm under 8 years old and I like hippos. What do you think the song is? What do you think this is? Does every song, like, Made for Fuck, does The Weeknd need to sing when he's like, the hills have eyes? The hills have eyes. Everyone's over 18. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like an acknowledgement? You know what really gets everyone in the mood before it is like if there was like a verbal consent portion of each song. Like...
You're so totally perfect. You sang that.
Because I fuck to that song regularly.
And I'm sick of being called out for it.
Gets me off like nothing else.
Nothing else.
I don't know. Indie rock would kind of suck because a lot of times they just sound really whiny.
Yeah, like Midwest emo maybe.
Yeah, they just have whiny ass voices.
Yeah, because like the intros to Midwest emo songs are all like trauma dumping anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a low.
Some math rock would suck because you're like, hold on, just do 4/4.
Where's the fucking beat?
This is a 9/6. We're in 9/16 time signature. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, anything with an odd time signature is just gonna be awful.
Fuck yourself. What are you doing?
When I was a kid, my mom catalog ordered me one of those CDs that you can get it to like insert your name into songs.
I'm so aware of this because that has never left my head for like almost 20 years now. That has been stuck in my head. The specific line of, it's a wonderful day, there's so much to... It's a wonderful day, there's so much to do. Tori, I like playing with you. That has never left my head.
I fucking remember that too. This was like back when we were filming like Sonic or some shit. You showed me that.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that sucks, dude. Do you still own that?
I still fuck to it.
Listening to your children's album with your name. But can we get an adult version of that? Where like you're grown up now. It's
Daddy, I like playing.
No, it still inserts your name, but it's like, Tori, you're the biggest I've seen.
I think the funniest like mental image with that is you like mouthing the words as you're fucking.
It's essentially the equivalent. You know, the scene in American Psycho where he's looking in the mirror and he's like, and he's like looking at himself. That's the equivalent. Is Tori listening to his own hype up music while having sex?
Well, just like, having lackluster belly to belly missionary.
Tori, this is so good, you're great. No one's ever been better at sex. And Tori's just like, yeah.
He's like,
you like this? And then the song's got call and response. So like, like on the downbeat, you're supposed to ask, do you like this? And the song will respond, of course I do, Tori.
On that note, gospel music.
No.
It fucks.
Name me one. Our God is an awesome God. He made.
That's not okay. We're talking different gospel music.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
talking. You get the Rhodes.
like,
You get the Rhodes keys in there, and it's got a nice like.
Okay, no,
wobbly
I'm not
sound
talking
to it.
about like
That's
good
gospel.
gospel music that plays in some churches on.
You mean
weekends.
church music?
I mean like church music in a midwestern town.
Oh no. What you got to say then is you got to say like the fucking call and response of like I believe in the Catholic Church. And also with you, like that. Kind of shit.
Yeah. Where it's just like a weird hum singing kind of.
I believe. And everyone's off. No one's really singing. All the dudes in there are too afraid because like loving, like, yeah, they love God enough to go to church on Sunday. But if they were like trying to hit like a fucking C, like if they were trying to hit a C sharp, that'd be a little bit too gay for God. Like you got to like
little too gay.
hum it.
Yeah.
And God would also be like, is that a man hitting all the notes in the pews?
Straight to hell.
Straight to hell.
See, conversely
You're
though,
gay, dude.
Conversely though, organ music kind of fucks.
Too alarming. Imagine like the Interstellar soundtrack. You know how powerful those organs are?
Yeah.
That's gonna scare you right out the sheets.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, it have you ever heard of a
Whoa!
a
You're gonna-
feargasm? That's a thing.
It's going to fit. It's going to blow your socks off, and not in like a fun, sexy way. It's just so powerfully loud. The low end is just going to hit you like nothing else.
That's what you should have been listening to while you were on that fucking edible taste. They should have just put the Interstellar soundtrack
Organ
on next to you.
music? Dude, I think I actually would have died.
You should
You
have
would
watched.
you would have come out stronger.
You honestly should have watched Interstellar in that moment, and
Oh
really,
my god.
just really, especially the scene where they're trying to do the dock, and like, that amount of stress. Just imagining that amount of stress with that soundtrack going on, I think you would have initiated a heart attack then.
We'll try that next time.
What do you mean next time? Are you going to
I'll
drug
get-
me?
Well,
Yeah, I'll get
Tori
some strong
won
shit.
the audition. Tori was the American Idol to be your next best friend. He won
Oh, cool.
the American
I didn't
Idol
know
to
that
be
there
your
was
next
a
best friend.
competition for that, but
Yeah,
that's
Ryan
on-
Seacrest hosted. Tori
Oh,
won.
that's cute.
Yeah. He did beat out Kelly Clarkson.
Fuck.
I know we would have all preferred
Dude, Kelly and I
Kelly
would have
Clarkson
been
to be your friend.
besties.
But Tori did win, and now Tori's going to get you extremely high and force you to watch Interstellar. And then he's going to look at
Yeah.
you every 30 seconds and be like, Tay, it's been 3 hours.
Or I'll look over every couple minutes and be like, why do you keep doing that?
That's evil, dude. That's fucked up. That's really mean.
Just convincing you that something's real. Just like music that keeps getting like, it's just a constant riser that just keeps looping. And you're like,
Yeah.
what is that? And Tori's like, what? Nothing. There's nothing playing.
Oh, and I'm going to make a special cut of the movie where every so often it just has like a seamless cut where it goes back like 10 minutes and we rewatch 10 minutes of the movie, but it's cut as though it's meant. And so you're just going to be like, wait, didn't we already watch that? Wait.
Dude.
And it's only the
that's
scenes Timothy
so
Chalamet are in.
evil. That's so evil.
It's Interstellar, the Chalamet cut. I think because he's in the movie for like 35 fucking seconds. Like it's
Yeah.
just a loop of those 35 seconds.
I think what would get me the most paranoid is if there was minimal dialogue and every time someone was about to speak, that's when the cuts happen. So like someone
Yeah.
will do like an inhale and like halfway through the inhale, it'll cut to a different scene.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you could do is, Tori, I think there's a lot of potential. Don't worry. I'll supply the Blu-rays and you cut together just the Matt Damon scenes in a bunch of movies. So it's one big Matt Damon movie.
Yeah.
A Matt Damon-a-thon, if you will.
And it's only the scenes where he
The
is
Martian
in
bought
the
a
movie.
zoo identity.
Hunting. Add hunting to the end.
The Martian. What was the full title? The Martian bought a zoo.
The Martian bought a zoo identity hunting. Or I'll just sit you down and make you watch Good Time.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Good Time,
Yeah,
and then
I know.
like
And then
by the
Uncut
end of it-
Gems.
and then Uncut Gems plays
Yep.
right after Good Time. Ho!
That would kill
the
you.
stress. Oh, the stress level.
Banjo music.
Yep.
I'm already fucking my cousin. I want the authentic experience.
Right.
So put that banjo
Right.
music on.
Banjo music, Waffle House in your tummy.
Oh my God. Some chicken and waffles sloshing around and it's greasy
yeah.
as hell.
A little slurry going on in there.
I wasn't sold at first when I said it, but when you guys added that context, I am now fully belly to belly missionary, as you put it earlier with that.
Yeah.
Waffle House full belly to Waffle House full belly.
Oh yeah, 100%. You mix a
Waffle
little-
House, full belly, can't lose. I think that was that quote from the movie.
You mix a pack of Marbs in there
Oh, fuck.
on cloud 9, baby.
Oh, shit.
Similar to the concept of putting together a supercut of Matt Damon movies to watch while you're high to like really make you nervous. Having sex on a constant loop of Creep by Radiohead to make it more unsettling the more it continues.
Sure. And every time it loops, it gets 1% slower.
Yeah, we detune it a little bit every time we loop. So
But every 10th time it's normal.
Creep. Like then we're getting real weird with it.
Yeah.
That could still fuck, maybe.
No, I don't know.
It would be funny.
like-
It's hilarious. Like imagine you're fucking and you hear Creep start. That's hilarious. That's
That is-
funny.
Okay, Tyler, how about this,
Wish I
though?
was special. You can't not laugh.
What if... What if you're about to fuck and she's like, hold on, let me put on some tunes. And it's Hollywood Undead.
I'm going so hard.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a nut immediately.
I think Tyler's gonna nut through any barrier.
I'm breaking your pelvis and my pelvis. I'll fuck through the drywall. Like
That's going to be a clean through and through shot for sure, yeah.
hold on, let me put on a little something to get us in the mood. Where were you when the world stopped turning? That's
just country, dude.
September Day. No, but it's 9/11 country specifically.
Oh yeah, Trauma Corps.
Yeah.
National Trauma Corps.
All of the national anthems, and you try and last through all of them. How many countries do we got on this globe?
Too many, if you ask me.
50.
We should just have
48
one
contiguous,
super
though.
America.
Thank you.
One big America. That's all we
One
need.
big country.
I'm sick of subsidizing Europe's healthcare. Everyone gets no healthcare. We're all America.
I would have gone the other direction, but you're still in the right ballpark.
We don't need Europe anymore. Super America.
Just full stop. We don't need Europe anymore.
We don't need Europe anymore. But all of the national anthems playing in a row, and you try and last, and it's called Around the World, and you try and last as long as all of the national anthems take. Big finish on the last one, which is, of course, the best one, the United States national.
Of course, the Star Spangled Banner.
The Star Spangled Banner and the home of the brave, and then you start just blasting.
You've succumbed through like 60 some odd national anthems, and that's the big finale.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty tough to get through Oh Canada.
Oh, that
God
one's
save
pretty
the
bad.
Queen.
I feel like the Russian national anthem actually might be a challenge, because that kind of fucks.
Have you ever heard the Italian national anthem? That thing is just, they got it right. It's like
You're
crazy.
Like, Avicii made it in 2011, and it's a banger.
It's just
No,
levels.
it's like you listen to it, and it sounds like the someone gesturing with their hands. That's
Sure.
what the Italian national anthem sounds like.
the only thing that's going through my head right now is da 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 da.
No, it goes da 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 da.
No, doesn't it go do 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 do?
Ah, there we go. Back to the.
So long, Gay Bowser.
And if you feel like fucking to our podcast, don't tell us. So go ahead and leave in a different comment, like favorite comment and or review. Gets us into curated list, helps us out with that algorithm. And if you don't join the discourse, join our Discord. And you can find that information in the description to wherever you're listening to this show.
I want to give a special shout out to the fan of Shapeless Media's broader content that many years ago now did send me a personal message on Facebook and said, LOL,
No.
Your Skyrim show got me laid last night. Thanks.
Fucking forgot.
You're welcome, dude.
You're so welcome, dude.
I don't know how that happened, but I have no idea how you accomplished that.
You know how some internet creators have people come up and be like, your show really helped me through a dark time in my life. Like, if that ever happens to us, that is secondary to that guy getting laid.
Mm-hmm.
I got laid because of the drive-through bit in the podcast where all the cars were honking.
It is a good bit.
It got us so horned up.
Honestly, if that's the bit that did it, we're proud. We're proud of that.
Yeah. Anyway, you could go, if you potentially want to use our content to get fucked, you can find it all at youtube.com/shapelessmedia. You're going to find this show and other shows that are much easier to have sex to because they are about Skyrim.
We're going to take it real slow now for the final baseless claim where you can just say whatever you want and it's totally okay. This is the part of the podcast where you start speeding up so you can come at the final bit of it. We'll get that one last goof off so you can get your goof juice going. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, you know that? Who's the king of queens, Tyler?
Kevin James.
Thank you, Kevin James. You know that clip of him being like, gentlemen, start. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He gets way too into it. Has that been remixed into like an electronic song?
I'm willing to bet. I haven't.
That'd be
heard
a
it.
pretty good drop, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Your engines. Yeah, that would fuck. I would like that.
Mm-hmm. I'd fuck to that song.
I would just fuck to just
King of Queens.
Just the King of Queens. Well, no, that's why they had to pull my dick out of the Kevin James cutout that I had in my house previously.
Sure.
Like, it was a real problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing was gross, dude.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was soggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was also a hand-me-down.
From your dad.
What can I say? Me and my pops got the same taste. Kevin James is timeless. Timeless beauty.